Before you dislike this video to hell, know this. Making this video hurts me, as I really love the Battlefield series. I was obsessed with the Battlefield Bad Company franchise, and I really wish they continued the story of those lovable misfits, as Battlefield was one of the first-person shooters to really take a new look at the classic wartime shooter campaign, and it paid off well. Sadly, the campaign strayed from that path back to the generic, nameless NPC shooter shit. Thankfully, the solid multiplayer mechanics they formed from the previous games soared to new heights with Battlefield 3 and 4. Once that played out, though, they tried to take a few new risks, and most did not pay off well. So, when I heard that they were going to be announcing a new Battlefield, I was genuinely excited, because I hoped that it would be a return to form to the series and breathe some new life into the franchise, as it was much needed. But when I watched the reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042, I found myself with more questions than answers. How is the game going to play? What are the new mechanics of the game? As the game trailer was pretty much just a bunch of pre-rendered cutscenes that really didn't show off anything in particular. And it seems with increasing frequency, these AAA companies seems to put out just pre-rendered cutscenes and expect us gamers to just be mindless drones to just accept that that's how the game is going to play. And that's not what I'm gonna do. Naturally, I looked up more info on this game, the mechanics, the features, and all the information on this new futuristic take on the series, and what I found was not only disappointing, but actually has me at the point where I might not even buy this game. I already know how it's going to play out. The first red flag is that the game is multiplayer only, which isn't surprising knowing EA's past, but it's still frustrating because even the last two games had a campaign. Though they lacked any fun or slight semblance of character, they were still there. So this game is $60, even though it's lacking half the content of the previous games. And the last game to attempt this dumb shit was Titanfall, which was heavily criticized for the lack of any story whatsoever. And guess who happened to fund that game? No, not Microsoft. Are you even listening? EA. Anyway, I know some people right off the bat won't be buying this game because they lack the proper internet connection to functionally play it online, and others simply like the campaign. But instead of pleasing old fans while bringing in new ones, EA is happy to give those people the middle finger to ensure maximum profits. Another irritating thing is the big selling point to the multiplayer is the 64 versus 64 player modes, which sounds like an absolute shit show. Sadly, Battlefield 2042 players that haven't gotten a hold of these ridiculously hard to find consoles, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, or possess a decently equipped gaming PC, will not be able to play those modes as it is exclusive to the next gen consoles and PC. So anybody that is playing on PS4 or Xbox One will be still paying $60 for an arguably inferior game. And that's just plain shitty. And the coup de grace that is the shit sandwich that is Battlefield 2042 is the fact that they will be featuring a Battle Pass, which is not uncommon nowadays, but the fact that this game has no single player, a full $60 price tag, and has a Battle Pass is fucking insulting. It's like they are literally trying to milk their loyal fan base for as much money as they possibly can. This isn't the first $60 game to implement a Battle Pass, Marvel's Avengers and For Honor, but those games are not doing great. And most of the other games to implement this system are fucking free to play. The fact that they have the audacity to charge $60 for this game with no campaign and implement a Battle Pass has fucking smoke shooting out my goddamn ears with how fucking greedy EA is. And I'm sure they intend on introducing DLC into these games, which they always have. Whether or not these DLCs will cost money has yet to be seen. But knowing EA's greedy as fuck past, I can't see why they wouldn't. As if they were trying to prove my point about DLC, they also announced that they will be introducing operators instead of the class system that they've had in the previous games. And now there will be 10 operators with different unique abilities that are introduced into the base game. What is this, fucking Rainbow Six now? So now they will introduce more operators, and knowing EA, you will have to pay for said operators. And if they learned anything from Call of Duty or Rainbow Six, they will make these new operators broken as fuck, and so anyone trying to take this game seriously will have to shell out the extra cash in order to pick up these new operators. Mind you, this is all speculation, and for all we know, they could totally add these new operators free of charge. But remember who we're talking about here. It's the company behind FIFA Ultimate Team and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I don't really have high hopes in that. I watched the gameplay trailer and it looks decently fun to say the least, but the graphics don't look anywhere near a next-gen title should be at, and as if Microsoft knew that Battlefield was doing something shitty, Microsoft announced that Halo's multiplayer will be free to play in the same E3 showcase as Battlefield's gameplay trailer. Microsoft announced this as if to give the Battlefield execs a middle finger while advertising their game. I really hope the gaming community comes together as a whole and puts EA in their place again and tells them that they won't allow this kind of blatant greed to continue. But honestly, I'm not so sure. With how popular this franchise is, I'm not sure any amount of bad press will stop this game from selling upwards of millions of copies. But let me know what you thought of the trailer, if you liked or disliked it, and of course make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Peace.